This is a very different opponent to what we saw yesterday. And already, a good start for Fighter. He was asked a lot of earlier on the analyst desk to see if he could step up to the challenge, but a 2v1 going to be difficult now with the spike being left where it is. Khalid going to have to work his way around the map, but you can see that cognizance hitting. Celasun already considering this, playing in a safer thing, so wouldn't you? But we've seen stranger things happen. Let's see. Isolates one, that's great. Ooh. Dart now available. He knows where the player is. Rosé already going to try and backpedal towards the backside of sight. And timing is everything. And he's saw on this map. There's a couple of wins there. That's a great start. Come back. It's going to be very difficult for the ultimates to do subtly. There is no subtlety now, and there's a 3-play stack on this site. Bonus or not, it does get a little bit scary when there's so many players nearby. One to be found so far is on the rock to do damage. Overwhelm. Nice from the ultimates. Good trading, good spacing, and a plant.
You know, the ultimates are about to pick up this round. It should be a shoe-in. 4 versus 1. Rose, he's going to go for the attempt. There's no reason not to. This is their bonus round. Come back, no money. Maybe that's the only reason.
Critical shot.
The ultimates just play together.
Spy was out there looking like a Yoru clone then, but it's fine.
They just fumbled the execution of it.
And I like the response so far from the ultimates, though. They maybe heard, felt, saw the pressure that was on A long there. There was at least, I think, some breach util behind it. And there was certainly no massive amount of subtlety from Pacific. So they responded by just taking B right up the guts. And I like this lurk as well on top. This could actually be pretty solid. They've already lost Fighter and no trade. So they've won the site, so we're depending on the post plant and the lurk. Stan, nice shot. Picks up one. We're looking at the pressure now. Can they deny half? Yes. Mo's going to take down Rose. This is massive. Pacific going to be put through their paces here. They are not getting a grip back on this. Popping of the ult feels a little excessive here.
Whether that be alert.
Can hold up here under this 3-2 split towards C. You still got the Killjoy util towards this. You've got the early rotate coming in from comeback as well. Rose in the meantime gets punished. This push and pull of pressure that the ultimates are running is working wonderfully. Catching off these aggressive backline plays. TP is invested by Loita and in the right place this time. However, the rock's already been lost. Loita is the only difference, and they're even catching one in the ult. It's down to come back to try and go absolutely nuclear, and he gets outdone. And already knocking at the door here, Fighter creeping much closer, should be given away. Larok's position, that angle much better. Good outdrone though, very diligent to try and check through this. Noting that aggression has been utilized throughout this map.
Staring at the positioning of Mo here. He goes down as well, and now it's just falling apart for the ultimates. 3 versus 5. They don't really have much ground. Pacific still controlling so much map control, so much real estate. Come back down middle again, just waiting, finding this perfect gap here, exploiting it.
Oh dear. Well, speaking of being exploited, that's it. And that's a big bit of info. Do they carry on this way? You've just found out you've got 3 players on the site you were kind of going towards. Do you pivot? Do you run back towards B? But then you've got late alarm bots. You've got still players at the back of the site. You've got ultimates here. They might have left this a little too late in the day. This might have run away from them. Spike still left out of the site. I don't think they could have the time to do this one. They can give it a go, but I think it's far too late. They're surrounded, and they fought back close, but close is not good.
Much better chance.
Oh, and trying to isolate the player down long. Do they even catch him? Do they even check for him? They do. Come back. Gonna find it, but it's all been traded out so far and then taken further away. The ultimates leading as it stands on the trades. Rose and Celasun are now in a little bit of a spot of bother. You're looking at where they reside, and the timing, perfect for Sand. Going to find the space towards C. This should be wraps on the round. I don't think Rose can find much in this. This should be a plant, and a pretty safe post-plant too. Look at Mo's utility, still smokes. Paranoia, you've still got all the shock darts, the owl drone. This would need almost a mistake to happen. And with the owl drone placed here, they have everything they need. In the past, maybe I've been, kind of hit by that a touch. But as it stands, I'm worried. And look at this walk-up. Absolutely navigating past. Larok is going to see what's happening. Fighter trying to close the gap, but he still catches the stun. So Larok rewarded for this. Playing off the back of CT, but they've managed to pierce through up towards B. A really unorthodox approach, but it's worked. They've cut this down to a 4v3, still very doable. Sand's in a really annoying position, going to hold back a good couple of players. Doesn't get the fight he wanted, but he's still alive. And there should be a plant on this. Rose burning the ult for it. That's fine. This is better. This is at least getting them some stability, but
okay.
Khalid, a 1v2 isn't out of the realms
Okay.
of reality. A belting shot, and now he knows where Rose is, and he can hide from this. The owl drone a bigger issue, but the shot is still
happy
on.
with what they had, and they went for more. So we saw this overextension. We saw them looking for these kills when they had the space and they could wait for their team to come and converge. And now they're sitting at a 5-round deficit on this B retake. 4 players coming through this one little choke, and we see this flank already from Sand again.
Yeah, that just feels like the eventual ceiling of this, but they've broken through on the site. They've won at least the initial fight for this. Expectation on the lurk. Celasun is the one to be watching it, getting a better grip now, getting a better read, but they still need to deal with the defuse. They still need to get towards this. Half has been achieved. The dark goes in, but they're sticking on this one. They're not being dissuaded, and just about getting across the line at an 8
position here. If he gets cleared, what's
No
the
TP.
follow-up?
No TP.
Hello? Hello?
What was that then? Well, an interesting beginning. Pacific of the site. So we'll start there as Fighter tries to do a little chip damage through Garage. A very ambitious fight from Spy, and it's rewarded. How is this happening? These are just audacious fights, and they win all of them. What?
Just boon for them.
It would be. So we dive back in. Fighter.
Point blank
A
outlaw.
rough gun, but it's so well done, at least on the first. And he lives! He lives! He's still alive!
And he gets
He's
more.
Still fighting. He's still doing it! I don't know what I'm witnessing. This is a bonus! That's ridiculous! Now seeing Pacific making enough mistakes, the Ultimates just need to be kind of on par for the course. They don't need to be anything above that. But as it stands, we're seeing C pressure. High tempo pressure. Last time the spike cross was the part that was exploited. I wonder if that's going to be the case again. Fighter, Loita, all together in unison, taking down the first 2. But the trades this time, the brawl this time, worked out for Pacific. All players on the site just taking the fight. Now the plant's going to come in, and a 1v3. This would be, I mean, unforgivable to lose.
Lauren,
Yeah.
have you heard about the 11-4 curse?
No, tell me about it, actually. Tell me about it.
You see, there was a game that happened in late Q3 2024 between an unlikely underdog versus the top aimers. They run around playing this with 0 resistance.
Oh.
Back to work.
It doesn't happen. No, look at this. Look at this. It's fine. It's fine. Stop making me all seen it. As they've seen Fighter in this position before, and that's what I want to see. Come back on the game. That's perfect. Little follow-up, doesn't get it. Spy on the wide swing. Ult now going to come in. Domain expansion online. Here we go. All that damage done earlier on. Irrelevant now. Doesn't come out of it alive, though. Pacific are fighting back. Now a 1v2. Sand. He's got a long way to go to catch up with these players. They're going to get the plant down, and this post plant is very difficult. If you add in all of the utility that Pacific still have, Sand would have to go nuclear on this. So let's see the post plant positioning. One up towards heaven, one kind of playing towards sewers. It looks like Sand actually going to go for this first fight up towards heaven. And the right read. Oh my good God, and there's the ult. Hat ult.
The neural theft.
Yeah. It's mad. I play Cypher. I should know, but the readjust on position. The cam could be huge here. He's just going for the fight. Does he clear graffiti, though? Surely you would. Oh my God, I thought with a little bit of pre-fight, at least post up Celasun in towards sewer. And KADİR right off the rip.
That's your teammate.
Yep.
Oh, he gets it.
He's still got Loita. That's smokes down. I mean, and look at the flank. Look at the position from Sand.
Wait,
he doesn't
they're
have to
gonna
go
play B.
too
They have
far
the
on
kill
this.
royalty for the late round.
Oh, that's huge. You're right.
If he sits there, wait, where is he going? Why is he
Where's he
using?
off to? Where's he off to?
Wait, where? They're using it to fake. They want them to leave A to run into the.
I'm not sure. Now they're planting? I don't quite see the sequencing. Maybe I missed something on this one. I'm down to be wrong, but it felt
When
like the
that
sequencing
alarm
could be stronger.
bot triggers, she'll turn around, but they know she's in sewers. She used the lockdown there.
Okay, Celasun's done really well to at least win that 1v1, gives them a new lease of life, and maybe herding them around the map like this is what they wanted as the outcome. It's kind of worked for them in a very unorthodox way, and for Fighter gets caught in the ult, so there's not much they can do to close that gap. Flank now in place, where I say flank, just kind of playing off site. Pacific
Waiting for this rotate. Maybe peek out for info.
Ooh, a little labored, but it's fine. You take it when you get those. There's only one man really within touching distance. Fighter waiting patiently gets rewarded towards Rose, over towards Garage. But by now we can see where that spike's heading. With the vast majority of the players from Pacific are eyeing up, it's going to be this A site. Plant's coming in. And rightly so, Khalid gave this up. You couldn't hold that on your own. That's too much of a risk. So now the support system's going back in. A 4v4 post-plant. No flanks in play. It's all on the site here. We've got a TP from Mo as the ult. Otherwise, it's just a little bit of util here and there. And Comeback not really feeling like he has to fall off the angle. One way in play does get scanned and punished. Mo there, the one to strike first. This could be the goer. This could be the way back through towards it. Celasun going to find one. But this is a hard position to hold. One towards Hell. Surely to get checked. But Larocque with a bailout. Two big kills back to back, leaving Sand now in a 1v2. Knows there's one right. Knows there's one left. He's found the fight. And he can't quite get the second. The owl drone though. Does it quite clear. I don't know if it's spotted. I don't think it is, but Fighter you'd feel would be favorable in this fight. But have you seen this guy with this weapon? And why do I still back him in this? I still back him. But again, the double tap is going to be so difficult. Exactly. Spy there just has everything he needed, perfectly equipped to handle it, and comes out on top towards Loita, controlling so much of this map, catching the big man himself. Sam now being a nuisance, but on his own. No one there to trade off him. So basically, it's all on Spy here, and he's still doing work. Rose on the trade and now a 1v1. Rose can get the plant. One shock dart, one owl drone. But doesn't have the dart to reveal positions and the slow creep from Mo. And clear through. And Rose stakes his claim, sits towards Hell, waiting to see if he can catch Mo. And he does.
Redeemed.
Rose, beautiful. Upgraded the Outlaw now to the Operator. Fighter can be cleared. Has to fall away, but it plays in Khalid, who still gets checked. Heads up, diligent work from Rose there. But Spy still finding impact himself. Takes away Comeback, and he's been the kind of can opener to this. The heavy hitter for Pacific. Bit of rotation. That little bit of pressure on A drew all of those players off Josh. They've got basically the carpet rolled out. The red carpet is there towards that C site. Oh, Mo. Feeling, I mean, when you talk about wanting to make desperate plays, you want to be the one to be, have that impact. Kind of gets punished on that. And yeah, one by one, Pacific reminding themselves who the hell they are. After a shocking start, they've turned things right back around, and Spy feels like a formality here. A 1v4. Gets the first, but suffers so much damage. One of their players being, one of the hottest prospects. And now,
it all comes down to individual decision making in certain moments. No connections.
Okay, but Loita up against Spy. Oh, Loita wins it. That's dirty. Oh my god. That's gutting for Spy. And we've got Guardians left, Judges left. Loita is on a heater this round. 2 impact kills, 1 off the back of the ultimate. Good. And now, do they carry on this pathing? Do they want to carry forward towards A? If they double back towards C, there is that player with the Judge. You do have Mo there. It looks like they try and fall forward, come back, still. And then, making this Operator look like a Judge the way he plays this. Fighter's already down low. Mo has been heard, has been seen, and now Fighter needs to face the music, an impact player from the first half, and now
go head-to-head against them here and shut down a lot of these moments. And as I say that, Comeback opens up the game. Twice.
This guy is so mechanically filthy. Like, even on that first shot, I'm pretty sure he got chip damage on Khalid there as well, and he went back for seconds. And of course he's going to take that space. He's a confident player, and confidence should be sky high after that first map. For Fighter, he had a great first half, though, in the first map. He was doing so much damage, being a real problem. But now they've got to try and re-clear middle, potentially, if that's their plan. Comeback slowly creeping forward. He's seen him. He spotted him. He knows exactly what's happening now. Ooh, and a rare missed shot, and Fighter lands his. Hold on. Suddenly, we've got a bit of a round on our hands. Yeah, it's a 4v3, but they've got the site. Now, does Loita show reserve? Does he wait patiently? He does. Takes a little bit of a gamble. Tries to, buy a couple of seconds, but the rotations are now in. Now into the post plant, it's a 3v4. One playing site, I think 2 maybe getting hit by that paranoia. Good time to swing, but Mo greets it with a smile, but traded effectively. The numbers are favorable. It's on Fighter. They're trying here, but it feels like comeback might be a... Oh, God! God! What is this man made of? And I liked what Fighter was trying to do. I kind of like they were trying to, gap close a little in the middle, but now it's just a bloodbath. Leave him alone. Just go elsewhere. If you see him run, treat him like CNED back in the day. I mean, you did this. This was something that you were incredibly diligent at doing, is isolating and finding that player who can have so much impact and just leaving them to be outside of the round. But right now, the Ultimates just can't seem to avoid him.
It's so difficult. I mean, the only thing that the Ultimates can do is...
Ooh, that?
Well,
I'll take that.
They could wait for him to push all the way through after he gets a couple kills. To
Still an outlaw here. Luckily, none of the remaining players have the light armor. Okay.
The knife, it doesn't fully scan everything. They have that one way up on the defense, but that cage blocking that choke point means that they could cross the other side. So sticking around 2 of those players. This is a 3-on-2 over at the B site now.
And this is a bonus. It's Rose who's... Oh dear, that could have been an opportunity, but no, Rose actually didn't go for that. Maybe he's still with util in hand. Plant's going to come in. Time now. Rose decides to swing out, finds one, but the trade's there. Okay, down into a 2v2. Bulldog in play with Paranoia in Loita's hands. You still have that Outlaw with a flash and the nade there. On the other side, very little util. Dart, I think, just came up for Khaled. So could potentially use it if he feels he's got the time for it. But look at this creep out already from Larocque, already knowing that angle could be seen if he was stood up, but no. Keeps his head down, gets contact. Khaled now works forward. Good patience being shown. This looks like they can convert here. Oh dear. No, okay. He's been noted this time. What's the game plan? But look at this. Maybe expecting this. Maybe expecting they're either going to try and focus towards him, but they push the extremities. It's so difficult for the Ultimates to get a grip on this. Okay, maybe we've got an idea, a concept of taking middle. How the hell are we going to deal with the players then pushing up towards A main, taking away Sand so early on? I mean, fortunately, I guess you still have the smoke still with Mo, you still have the dart with Khaled, you still got Spy with the knife and flashes, but they've already put down a man.
Slow round. Ultimate's trying to figure out where they want to go. And here, CGN versus Pacific. Element was going for those fights over towards that A site and finding a lot of those successes in some opening duels. The B hit comes 3-on-3. It's right
all the
here.
Info. Big info. Rose in a big position. And already catching one walk in the smoke. They've got everything. They've got everything. There's just pinned in. It's such a hard fight now moving forward. They have the players on the site. They've got every position. Yeah, but Loita still has that paranoia. I was surprised he didn't opt for it then, but I guess no one was there to capitalize off it from up on top. Loita's got to be a little bit careful. Almost caught the planter there, but no. Okay, 5v5 post-plant. Larocque on the flank. That's huge. Sand and Spy going down. Not going to get the third, but still so much damage on the back line. A little offset of the timing here as well. We've still got Fighter holding towards CT. This position could have value, but he's been cleared. Loita's sharp. Khaled goes down. It's so... You can see the rotations already taken over A space. You've got the flank coming in. But you already have the site under pressure. Celasun is there. Takes away Fighter. Not feeling threatened just yet. They can't even make it up through main. They can't make it towards the site. They're just held back in the chokes. And the map's looking so small now. The flank is here. Ooh, Loita can just slow it down. He's in the perfect place. That's the spike. He's got his paranoia. And look who's made it. Come back on the swing. And, well, Sand can find him. Here. Something we've started to get used to. And they may overread this, actually. Be interesting to see what they make of just that tag. Oh my god, Larocque. Whoa. Stop it! Stop it! How? He's got all 5! Anyway.
I was thinking the same thing, and I was about to say, like, with the way that they were setting up to do that aggressive push.
Mind seeing that opportunity taken away, and now having to face this, an aggressive, in-your-face Pacific side, and comeback gives them no respect. Why would he? He's not been put back in his place this time. They have sight. They have good control here. A big opportunity.
Still, the retakes have been going in the way of Pacific. They have that null command as well to turn off all the abilities.
Spike planted.
Couple of shocks. A good popper. Now back to up to main. It's gonna be I mean, they have a paranoia, a knife, dart, drone.
So much util
to be used.
Wednesday when they attempt the half. That was the first tap on it. Nice from Spy. Finally. Good comebacks here.
He wants a taste too.
Oh God, what does that feel like? That's. Oh my God. Where's he off to? Where's he off to? There was no escape. Okay. We've got a sight. And we've probably got a plant here. You're looking at the first rotation being LaRock. Does he wait or does he try and springboard forward? Flashes there. He's going in. He's got already Sand down. Cutting down to size. Second flash. Couldn't get it. Fighter staying alive on 2 HP and turning back around for that. Incredibly impressive.
Spy planted.
Jelasun in a 1v3. If 3 rounds, I mean, this could be enough to give him a little bit of a push. I don't know if Jelasun could really change this. How are you meant to pry these players out of these deeper post-plant positions? Well, that's not going to draw too much. As Jelasun does take away Spy. And does get Fighter. Okay. It's a little. But they felt the pressure. A little bit of a util. Owl drone as well. That's going to be Hunter's Fury coming out very early on and in response. Any tags, that's going to be 1. And a second, beautiful. Gets comeback, which is incredibly difficult against a Jet who can normally get around. But Jelasun actually going unchecked in the smoke so far. And looking like they want a 3-2 split towards, I say B, but I'm looking where that spike's heading off to. It depends where they want to go. Okay, Rose
2 openings.
Goes down. Yeah, this should be B, right? This should be on a platter. Cautious creep up. Clearing of the trips. Yeah, this is good.
Clear his own flank.
Cover going out.
Still looking for him though. Mo has caused such a panic on the side of Pacific. They don't know where he's gone. He got that kill on the back of Rose. Can't find out where he's repositioned to.
And do they expect for Mo to be hit? They do. LaRock, very diligent clear. Quick underhand flash, spots out another.
Oh my God.
Finds another. Now we look at the other 2 players who are still here for Pacific to start building towards site. Couldn't land the shot that they needed there. And now Loita in a 1v3. 1 on the site. He knows where both players are now, but how do you get a fair fight on either? You don't. Fighter.
See if Fighter can go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with Comeback.
Oh, that's a lovely little start, though. That puts into question the flank potentially, and I kind of like the response from Comeback, though, is to take space himself. Straight away, straight through towards Secret. Rose there going to find Mo, and even the scoreline up, Loita. They're so aggressive in this, taking out Spy early doors. Spikes down. And now Khalid, Fighter, and Sand are going to have to try and navigate this incredibly difficult space. 2 through CT. You're seeing that slow creep from Sand up towards Heaven, but Comeback's already found Sand, so that's going to be denied. Loita to draw the players over, which it is doing. But fortunately, Mo is on the case. Mo keeping his head above all of the noise and pressure towards B, holds that A site. So nothing for free here, and it looks like a run back towards this B site now.
It's a little bit of damage on Khalid. No opening.
Here.
Spike still down in spawn. Only minute to work with.
Managed to slip a player towards side. Good work from Fighter to still be very heads up about that clear. Comeback's the one to trade it, but they're just kind of brawling out, seeing how much damage they can do, I guess. It would be very costly to lose these weapons. This is just a bonus in the end for Pacific, but for Sand and the ultimate side, it's a confidence round. Damage early on, but look how far they've crept up middle. Has it been spotted? It certainly has now, but it's too little too late as LaRock breaks through. Takes away Sand. They know there's at least 1 on the side. They know the Khalid is going to be here. And Pacific just crunched the site. You're going to be gutted about that one. As Mo and Spy, both positions will have been considered. Mo's been over towards that A site. Spy's been there with him. They're very aware of this, and it's an arduous step back and come back on the second peak. Gonna get his reward on Spy as Mo. It's time to save, really. There's no...
Exploded. That's only a few seconds now. Flash maybe, but it's just... You can't be so scared. Like, if you're so scared that you have to run away from this type of fight, then it's already over.
And the fact that they're drawing... Yeah. I mean, they kept 3 players here. Rose has done his job. You can... The spike's on A. The spike is already on A. Mo behind the curve, but still lands a shot. Loita's gone down. That's huge. Okay, a 2v4. This is so winnable.
1 enemy remaining.
And now...
Trip goes down.
This is perfect. They can completely flank Larocque. There's not much he can get out of this. Maybe need a massive over delivery, but he should know about the flank. But well, with the Cypher going down, you gotta get confident, I guess. Oh, speaking of, sent down to the abyss. Khaled at least going to find comeback, but the trade is there. Rose going to keep this one moving forward. Spy getting curious and a little labored, but he does get his man, but a trade out. 3v3 now. Mo, Fighter, Sand trying to hold on to this. Trying to keep himself still in the game, but Celasun going to fight through. Take over towards top. Fighter trying to step in here. Ult going to be invested, but again, you've got the players so close by. Given an opportunity after what was an incredibly difficult loss only hours ago, really. And a 1-for-1 trade out to start with. This time it's Spy to cleanly connect towards Larocque. Deny that creep up, that slow play. And now we're seeing them kind of walk it back through. Where does the Ultimates read this ending? Fighter! Quick snap back to find Rose, creeping through middle. So we are in a 2v4. This should be the best opportunity for the Ultimates yet. 7 rounds, surely.
You'd think so. Set up for it. Spotted.
Celasun doesn't win these, right? Right?
Is that?
Oh, Christ. Christ, is this... He's turned it. But here, let's see if now with that a little bit of a chance given, the Ultimates can hold on. A 1-for-1 trade out in middle. Fighter keeps himself alive and gets himself out of dodge. Taking away comeback is always going to be the scalp to claim. Pacific trying to re-clear middle. Oh.
Okay.
Ran out of battery. But I'm seeing the rotation now. And once again, Pacific have been getting this space. Not for free necessarily, but they've got a path towards it. It's the cam that eventually gives it away, but they've got a step towards it now. Kind of go in contact on this one. Sand was never too far away from it. Spots out the player of Loita, but the plant is in. Fighter wants to gap close or do something. Find some impact here. Almost caught him in the heels. Nice towards Larocque. And now, Celasun. Oh, man. That is done for. Celasun's instantly decapitated Spy into a 3v3, and the backline is pressured. Turn around and get the job done. Rose, though, still standing in a 1v2. Rez could come in potentially, but not in the positions they're in. And Rose finds Mo. It's down to the 1v1 here. A little bit of a spot on the spike. He knows that he's not going for this one. Can go for a safe little dart here. Doesn't need to overdo it. Can wait for the ping. Here's the shots.
That's
Time is ticking. This is all but over. Pacific